So no sooner did I finish the my thoughts on Transformers Trailer 1, I go on social media, just kind of like wait till the video's loaded up and everything. The first thing I see is a new crossover announcement. A new crossover announcement that I was like, yeah, after how good how well Wolverine vs. Predator sold, Marvel literally went, alright, now it's Alien's turn. But they decided, rather than do, Alien vs. Venom or something like that, like I kind of talked about, the one they did was, we're going to have the Avengers. We're going to have the Avengers take on aliens. So, in space, no one can hear the Avengers scream. If it was taking place in space, that would be the tagline, and that could even be still the tagline. But yeah. So now it's like after how much Ben Percy begged to do Wolverine versus Predator, and how Marvel was kind of dragging their heels, like we can't do it right out the gate. We can't really we can't really do crossovers right out the gate. We have to keep it simple. We have to keep it we have to keep things on the down low. And lo and fucking behold, after how well Predator versus Wolverine did, they're like, okay, now we'll do more crossovers. So, Avengers versus Alien. Now, let's talk about the creative team first and foremost before we get into the story, which we don't really know a lot about the story. But the creative team actually was the one that made me go, oh yeah, this is going to be fucking cool. Is that we have Jonathan Hickman, the man behind, basically the Krakoa era of X-Men, take it or leave it, but I personally like the Krakoa era, and more importantly, the second Secret Wars event, a phenomenal Fantastic Four event, and he has had experience writing Avengers. Probably one of the best Avengers run in a long time. Yeah, so he is well versed in writing for the Avengers, so that's really cool. And for artwork, Assad Ribic, who most of you guys, he has done Conan. He did a lot of the Thor run with Jason Aaron. They literally rather than have Joe Schmo write a typical crossover like sometimes some of these creative teams will have. Marvel was just like, yeah, Ben Percy got to get his wish with Wolverine versus Predator. Now we're gonna do, we're gonna get Jonathan Hickman and Assad Ribic to do an Avengers Alien crossover. How fucking cool is that? I was out of all the people I was expecting, Jonathan Hickman was not the guy I was expecting for them to have for this. When I was looking at the looking at the page, I was like, all right, it's probably going to be some writer they can get on hand for this crossover. It'll probably be at most, it'll probably be someone they can just get offhand and some artist they can get offhand. Nope, they just went, no, this is an A game kind of thing, so we're going to do that. Now, what we know story-wise is that all we know is that these xenomorphs have arrived on Earth through probably a Kree or Shi'ar or Skrull ship that crash lands on Earth that they discovered, and the xenomorphs are now spreading on Earth, and now it's up to the Avengers to stop them. While I'm never a big fan of Alien on Earth, it's only been done right a few times, one of which was the first Batman Alien crossover. This makes more sense because, yeah, it's you could easily do an Avengers in Space event, but this is really cool too, and the xenomorphs are a Avengers level threat. Now, we kind of talk about are the xenomorphs going to be getting superpowers? I would imagine they probably are. I would imagine that the xenomorphs will probably get superpowers in some capacity. Whether that be from the aliens they infested or whatever. But I do hope that it's just regular xenomorphs. Even though, you have people like Iron Man, Thor, and whatnot, the xenomorphs are still kind of a credible threat. And I would imagine that maybe we would get a Hulk xenomorph. But yeah. They'd probably, definitely that not only would Marvel want to have superpowered xenomorphs, but something they could do for Disney can throw out for merchandise, and that would probably sell really well. Now, as for the Avengers roster, we don't know who's on that team right now. All we know is we do have 3 confirmed characters for this crossover. That being Iron Man, Steve Rogers, Captain America, and Carol Danvers. So we're not using the Jed McKay run if we're using Steve on the team. Although I would imagine if this was trying to run in continuity, I would imagine it would probably be like, oh, Steve's here, we're going to hook up with him. But as for other Avengers I would love to see, obviously probably Thor's going to be here. Maybe Hulk, maybe Spider-Man, probably the Vision and Scarlet Witch will be here. Yeah. So we don't know what era of the Avengers this is, or if obviously this probably won't take place on Earth. Like, this probably won't take place on our Earth or whatever. This could easily be like a story set in the past. Who knows if they want to do these as like in-canon stories or not? Because with Wolverine, the Ben Percy Wolverine Predator crossover, that one was more about, it was more like it's lost stories of parts of Wolverine's life that he doesn't remember in and out, and it's a pretty you could do that story and not really have any major effect. But here you have a xenomorph invasion on Earth, so if no one talks about that, that's going to be interesting. But then again, alien invasions on Earth happen every other day that ends in Y for the Avengers, so it'd probably be like, that's pretty fucked up, guess we won't talk about it again. But all in all, this comic starts in July. I'm very excited for it. And again, it really opens... it looks like after Wolverine versus Predator kicked open the door, I think we'll get a lot more Alien and Predator crossovers. Maybe even some Planet of the Apes crossovers. I'm really crossing my fingers on an Alien Predator Planet of the Apes crossover. Because Dark Horse never did that with Boom Studios. Having an Alien Predator and because they were all under Fox at the time. So they could have gone to Dark Horse and been like, yeah, hey, Boom Studios, we have Alien Predator, you have Planet of the Apes, and Fox owns all 3 of them. But then Disney bought it, and now there's no excuse. Like, there's literally no excuse for not to do an Alien Predator Planet of the Apes crossover. Although I do think we will probably, if this trend keeps going, we probably might get a Planet of the Apes crossover next. So, yeah. I was actually, if there was going to be any crossover news, I thought it would be revealed next week for Alien Day 426. But who knows? Maybe they'll have another Alien crossover announced or something of that degree. But anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this Alien Avengers crossover? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? What Avengers are you hoping to see? And do you want to see superpowered xenomorphs? Yeah, just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time with Multiverse.